The benefits of globalization for poor or less developing countries. Globalization is a process of global economic, political, and culture integration. Uh, it has made the world become a small village. The borders have been broken down between countries. The history of globalization goes back to the second half of the 20, 20, of uh, 20, 20th century. The development of transport and communication technology led to a situation where national burden apparent to limit for economic activity. The globalization is playing an increasingly important role in the developing countries. It can be seen that globalization has certain advantages such as economic process, technology developments, political influence, health system, social and natural environment factors. It has a lot of benefit on your daily life. Globalization has has globalization has created a new opportunity for developing countries, such as technology transfers whole out primes great opportunity that to access developing countries makers grown and improve productivity and living standard. However, it is not true that that of, that all aspect of this phenomenon are positive are positive because globalization has also brought you new challenges such as environmental deteriorations, instability in commercial and financial markets, increased inequality across and within nations. Uh, Globalization helps developing countries to deal with areas of the world increase their economic growth, solving the poverty problems in their country. In the past, developing countries here were not able to take on the world economic do it to trade barriers. They cannot share the same economic growth that developing countries had. However, with globalization, the World Bank and international management encourage developing countries to go through market reforms and radical change through larger loans. Developing countries were able to invest in the developing nations, creating jobs opportunity for the poor people. According to developing countries depend of developing countries for research, flows, and technology, but developing countries depend heavily on developing countries for raw materials, food and oil, and as make for industrial goods. On the most important advantage of globalization are goods and people are transported easier and faster as a result free trade between, between, between countries has increased and in and it disagrees the possibility of war between countries. Furthermore, the growth in the communication between the individuals and campaigns in the world helping to raise free trade between countries as they lead to grow economic. Uh, however, the growth of international trade is exacerbating inequalities both between and within industrializations and less in the industrialized nations. Uh, Global commerce is increasingly dominated by transitional corporations which seek to maximize profit with how regard for developing needs of individual countries or the local populations. And the, the in conclusion, as we can see, the progress of globalization has involved all the countries around the world. Developing countries such as India, China, Africa, Iraq uh, have been affected by globalization, and whether negatively or positively, the economics of these country has improved under the influence of globalization. The seas of direct foreign, foreign investment has increased, and a lot of bad habits or untraditional areas. But also globalization has brought many drawbacks to these countries as countries as well. However, although globalization has many disadvantages, we believe to globalization has brought developing countries many more benefits um, that the detriment. For example, we can see there is more and biggest opportunity for people in both developing countries and developing countries to sell as many goods to as many people as right now. So we can say this is the golden age, age for business and commercial on trade.